And we're live. Hi, everybody. It's me, Cherry Pereira, and this is Azure. And Cherry was today's years old, where she found out that a Prince of Tennis Otome novel, well, not one, but two Otome novels, visual novels exist out there in the ether.
As someone who read the first graphic novel back in high school and then nothing else had like no interest in it outside of that, I don't know what to do with this information.
I don't know what to do with this information either. And I'm like, but I mean, I guess when you think about it, like, Prince of Tennis is like the sports manga. Like, it was like the first kind of that launched. Because, like, I can't think of anything like older than Prince of Tennis that reached the popularity that it has, because as of November 2019, the Prince of Tennis manga has sold over 60 million copies in circulation, making it one of the best-selling manga series that it has. Take that what you will. Apparently, there's a lot of tennis fans out there. And I'm scratching my head that there's an Otome novels. There's Otome visual novels for this, because I'm like, with the characters who proceed to not show any interest in anything except of tennis, like the only thing that these guys care about is tennis, and maybe having a bit of sexual tension with each other, because there's no women in Prince of Tennis except for that one woman, but I think she was written out as the series went on. I think she was supposed to be the main hero's love interest, but I don't remember seeing her.
Was that the girl with the pigtails?
Yeah. I
do vaguely remember
Yeah,
her.
I think she was supposed to be his love interest, because I think she was like, because you know how like all in Japanese sports teams, for some reason, while they're all male sports teams, they have the one girl who's their manager or something like that. I don't know if she's just there for moral support or what. But usually she's in a relationship with one of the guys on the team. Anyway.
That's not a conflict of interest, I'm
That's
sure.
not a conflict of interest at all. But I'm in this sense of like, who, why? But and I read so you're playing as different girls for both the visual novels. In the survival one where the dinosaur exists, yes, you heard that right. There's a dinosaur on an island for one of these Prince of Tennis visual novels.
Cherry, that's to be expected. You didn't have to bring attention to it. That was to be expected.
Yeah. That one, you're the daughter of the ship captain that capsized the boat that led them on the island in the first place. Yes, I am saying what I am saying. This is what happened. This is the summary of the visual novel. And then don't worry though, the other visual novel is just the school like fair that they have for the couple of 3 days, and you're one of the committee members on the fair. I'm just beginning to say, the one where they're stranded on an island and there's a dinosaur in the woods this sounds way crazier than the second one.
So, which club is the dinosaur in? Does the dinosaur play tennis?
I don't know. The dinosaur must play tennis if he's in the thing. But
I mean, to quote the to modify the lyrics to Shala Hedgela, can we teach a dinosaur to play tennis?
I guess we will never know. Or maybe we
I mean,
will.
you said you were putting it on your list. So
I'm going to put it on my list of possible Otome games, just because this is so fucking ridiculous that this exists. Because, like, guys, I don't think it's weird for visual novels of, like, popular series and stuff to exist. I'm aware of, like, for example, the Code Geass visual novel and stuff like that exists out there in the ether. I'm not used to there being Otome games specifically of like anime and manga and stuff like that, because usually I feel like it's kind of taboo to like ship an insert character with other characters. you know?
I wouldn't recommend it.
Mm-hmm. But yeah, the Code Geass visual novel is like you play a guy who also has a Geass, I guess, and then it's just like bad ends. It's all bad ends. The visual novel, from what I know about it.
Lelouch's gonna be looking at C2, and it's like, bitch, have you been cheating on me?
Then why do I do it? Then why do I do what? Ship insert characters with. I don't.
I don't.
I don't do that either. I think that's kind of. I don't mind making OCs.
I grew out of that.
Yeah. I don't mind making OCs if I feel like I need to add more characters to write a series or whatever to do something interesting, but I don't see them as like a self-insert character, you know? Not like how like when you're playing a Tome game, you're supposed to self-insert into the main character, clearly. I think that's weird to ship yourself with the fictional characters. Like yeah, having fictional crushes are fun. Explain there because okay, I have a fictional crush on her, but I don't ship myself with her. I ship Hakuno with her. There's a difference.
You'll notice that when we played Fate Extra, she didn't name herself Cherry. She named herself Hakuno.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Like, I don't mind doing that for, like, visual novels that just exist as visual novels. If, like, the main character doesn't have a name or anything like that. And they're, like, then there's not, like, a visual representation of them. But, like, when something is, like, an anime-specific thing. So, like, a regular visual novel that's just a visual novel and they expect you to do that. I'm a little bit more understanding of it. But when it's something like Prince of Tennis and this exists as another media, I feel like that's weird. Is that weird? I feel like that's weird. Do you know what I'm saying, guys?
I feel like there was a Konosuba game that was kind of like a dating sim, but you were like you took on the role of Kazuka.
Yeah, but you're Kazuto.
Kazuma.
You're Kazuma, and you have the chance to ship him with another character besides Megumin for a change.
Although here's the real question: what's gonna happen with the new Sword Art Online game?
That's what I want to know. So there's no romance now. As of now, there's no romance because I think I think the reason why there's really only 2 floors at the moment is to gauge if like this is worth their time and effort to like do the all of Aincrad. So you know, right now all the characters are under duress. So they're not going to be flirting or trying to get into relationships or anything like that at the beginning of the series. I'm going to lean towards there may be a maybe.
There's a bunch of horny teenagers. I don't know about that, Cherry.
I'm going to lead that to it that it's might be a maybe when they add more stuff going forward. I don't know if the plan is to do DLC for a bit and then do like a second game on top of it. Like I don't know what their plan is because like I said, I think this is just a gauge to see if people are interested. Although some people are. Since most people only have access to the demo right now, so we don't really know how all of the game plays. As so far, people are not enjoying the demo as good as they're like because they're like the world is kind of empty. I can't go off of the path of the quest, and they're like I don't know, and I'm like I don't know either.
Hopefully that is, I mean, for the people who who want the game to be good, hopefully that is just a case of it's the demo.
Yeah.
So we have to keep you locked to this certain area.
Yeah.
But so I don't know.
Yeah. So I don't know. I don't know what the plan of the Sword Art Online is. Look, guys. I'm gonna be 100% honest with you. I don't know if I'm going to check it out because I don't know if I'm like good because like overall. even though I am one of the biggest Sword Art Online haters, I do think the idea is interesting, and I do think the story could be fun, being not Kirito and being like, oh, we hate this guy, sort of thing.
I think I have a personal theory wherein I think that, like, if you tell someone the plot of, like, not the plot, but the premise of Sword Art Online, like, you know, back in like 2010, before it came out, everyone was like, oh yeah, we absolutely want to check that out.
Yeah.
And then, like, once you actually see it, like, you either go one of two paths. Either it's like, this is awful, or I can deal with the quirks of this show.
Or then you're like me, this is with him. Hey, wait a second, this is just a worse hack. Yeah.
You could have some bias as well.
Yeah. This is just somebody trying to make edgier hack, is how Cherri went about it. And she's a big hack fangirl. And I'm going to supposedly get my game eventually. So, you know, I have no stake in the Sword Art Online thing. Like, I might check out the Sword Art Online one right about hack again, please.
I will say this, though. Bandai Namco, where the fuck is the next Sparking Zero DLC trailer? You dropped a trailer for Xenoverse 3 this past week, but there's still nothing on the Sparking Zero Neo DLC. Yep. Good news, we finally did away with the time patrol.
I almost wanted, I knew you probably had already seen it, but I wanted to go say, man, Azure, this is crazy that we're getting an actual story in a Dragon Ball game. An actual story where we're not going through the story of Dragon Ball.
Do you know what's insane to me?
Yeah.
Goku is not in that trailer at all.
I know.
He's not even mentioned.
It's gonna be some super ultra secret unlockable. But all the thing is, like, I don't know who you are, Bulma, if you're Bulma or Bulma not Bulma. But we're gonna borrow your son's soul for a second. Okay, thanks, bye.
There has been some contention.
The plot twist is Bulma 1000 is gonna be a clone of the original Bulma.
She is the 1000th iteration of Bulma.
Yeah. That's my bet. I'm gonna bet on clone. What's good about you?
Honestly, at this point, I think that the biggest twist that they could pull is that Brett's name is actually Brett. Who the fuck names a Dragon Ball character Brett?
They ran out of food names, I guess. That's the only thing I can think of. Now they're just like, well, time to just give all the characters normal names, I guess.
Yes, you see, in West City, all of these characters, their naming pun is that they're American.
Here's Brett's sister, Rachel. I don't know if that's a sister or not.
This is what happens when, this is what happens now that Toriyama's no longer behind the scenes. No, you're talking about the girl with the pigtails, right?
Yeah, I don't know who that is.
I don't think she's the sister. I think she's a stand-in for Videl, because you're, like, playing as Saiyaman. I think she's a love interest.
I'm going to just assume that she is another descendant of Goku, because, you know, she's obviously probably Gohan and Videl's great-great-great-grandchild. Just like... But don't worry, guys. They're many times removed, so it's okay if you want to ship them. I mean, this is like forever in the future, so they're probably like fourth or fifth cousins, and so it doesn't matter at that point. In fact, it may be necessary in order to keep the
yeah, see, what you don't what you don't know is that, you see, most of humanity became sterile after one too many wishes on the Dragon Balls.
We need to keep the Saiyan gene pool alive, so sometimes we occasionally need to, like, get these people with 2 Saiyan genes in there to hopefully get another Saiyan. Steri, stop the gay, and stop recommending Indus, or I'm gifting you subs. Fine, I'm going. I'm going.
Man, twist your arm harder, why don't you?
God, oh. Let's continue from where we left off. So Angramanyu is the name of one of the greatest devils of ancient Persia. Ooh, I can't remember who's narrating it. I think it's Azure still.
I think it's Bizette.
But
because we just told...
Yeah, but I will narrate just so that Azure has a chance to rest his voice from doing all the Angramanyu voice. It was the biggest antagonist of the Zoroastrianism, aka that religion that popped up over Zoro from One Piece, and that they worship his 3 katanas specifically. I'm sorry.
Is that real?
No.
Okay, I was gonna say...
An advocate of evil said to be fighting the light god and the guardian of human benevolence for 9,000 years. In short, a god of evil. On top of that, its domain encompasses half of the entire world. Just the fact that I was named thusly invites trouble. Because yes, this is Angramanyu talking. But,
okay.
But I will go a little further so Azure still has time to recover. Honestly, I'd feel a lot less inadequate if it was something more modest, like the god of desks or jars.
I am the god of mahogany. And before you ask, yes, that is a reference.
Yeah. Still don't know how to pronounce this word.
Zoroastrianism.
Zoroastrianism revolves around the conflict between the gods of good and evil. It's one of the world's first religions which inspired the duality between angels and demons. Of course, I'd never seen any angels, nor known any demons. I was just one person in a village of people who got all hot and bothered about these teachings. They treated me as a hero for just a bit of sin and salvation, and apparently enshrined me as a heroic spirit after I died. Wow.
Don't get the wrong idea. I'm not an actual god. I probably just happen to have a similar attribute to it, so they gave me that name. I'm a low-caliber heroic spirit, and as you know, I'm a useless third-rate servant.
I'm well aware. I won't ask you to defend yourself now.
You really are a tough audience, Master.
Still, Angramanyu? No, I'm sure the servant I meant to summon was...
She mumbles about how it feels like someone that was important to her. Bizette Fraga McRemitz questions herself. Someone dear to you. Were you trying to call some other heroic spirit? Not me, but some really strong, magnificent hero?
Huh? No, not really.
I hear her whisper, well. Wow, that tells me everything I need to know. She's got someone else on her mind, which I knew, but who knew she'd be this picky about servants?
Bras and ins.
Bizette is the kind of person who re-rolls whenever she starts a fresh game of Fate Grand Order. So she compromised to get me. And here I was pretty serious. Well, whatever. That's a funny face. You can look like that too, huh? It's kind of a letdown, but I expected this. So what kind of guy is your type? Oh yeah, we're talking about this now.
What are you talking about? We aren't discussing my taste in men. I was just thinking how you're different from the hero I had in mind.
Yeah, and what's he like? A familiar is supposed to represent the spellcaster's preference, so I expect a female master to summon some hot guy. Oh, or were you trying to summon a woman? That's deep. Don't tell me you were cross-dressing for both business and pleasure. Happy Pride!
Literally an insult. I have no such proclivities. I made a pact with you because I judged it the correct course of action. It has nothing to do with my feelings of the opposite sex. However, I admit that what I said was misleading. Yes, I was fixated on a heroic spirit other than you.
Yeah, that. You might as well tell me the rest. Nothing to lose, so let's keep as few secrets as we can. So, Master, which heroic spirit were you trying to summon?
I wasn't exactly trying to summon him. There was no guarantee I could summon him since I didn't believe he actually existed.
Her voice grows timid, uncertain. She must be reliving an old memory. She shrinks back as if admonishing herself. I see. You can't summon a hero you don't believe in, but you wanted to meet him.
I'm not sure. It's embarrassing to talk about, but I'm not sure myself. This is about my childhood. I was, a cold child towards everything. I couldn't really understand what people around me called fun, and I troubled my parents. My father once said that I spent my entire day like I was working. He often apologized to me, all while looking guilty. I think only my parents felt any guilt. I never sensed the way my father felt, the days passed in tedium, like they do now. Most of my memories are those of bland days. There was one thing that I was obsessed with. Even now, I'm not sure if it was really that special. I read a storybook I happened to find in my family's library about an old story of my country, and it made me very sad.
An old story. So that's it.
Cherry, can I explain what? What, Neko?
We understand everything.
Yes, we do. We understand everything. I can explain anything that you wish to ask me. Go forth, ask your question.
It's hard to believe, but that's who she wanted to meet. A young girl dreamed and forgot it as she grew up. Just one of life's many abandoned fantasies.
What she's ranting about. Okay, so, Bazette. Who's she simping for? You couldn't tell from the flashback that just happened? And the fact that she's Irish?
It's a character that we've seen already in this visual novel.
Mm-hmm. And that she's Irish. And that it's about a person from her country. That a heroic spirit that's also Irish. Who might possibly have an opposite color scheme that she does that makes it a common pairing trope that happens.
Whose earring she might also happen to have on her person at this moment.
Mm-hmm. I'm blind. I play visual novels by touch. Okay, so if Bazette is our red character, what character would she get paired with if this is say how you would say, like, commonly, who is a red character commonly paired with in romantic couples? Luvia? Well, I mean, I think they do have some chemistry and
Luvia is not a servant.
Yeah.
That is the most important thing to remember about making that assumption.
Mm-hmm. Though she is one in Fate Grand Order because she's,
Everyone's a servant in Fate Grand
that's
Order.
true, but she's,
It's like Dragon Ball Heroes. Everyone's a Super Saiyan 3 in
Everyone's
Dragon Ball
Super
Heroes.
Look, Bazette and Luvia are only a pairing that can happen in Prisma Girl Ilya, so you're gonna have to try again.
Please deposit 10 cents
Mm-hmm.
to try again.
Mm-hmm. Anyway, I thought that you were talking about what is she talking about? I was said that she's from a mage's family, so you know. almost every mage's family kind of grows up. Lancer, yes, that's right. It's Cuculin. It's Cuculin. It's Cuculin. Of Red, get out of here.
It's the dog.
It's the dog, man.
I mean, no, Red is usually paired with Red, so it's Archer. She was trying to summon Emmy and got the wrong one.
Yes, just during the short period of my childhood, I was like the other children of my age. A heroic tale captured my heart. But the tale didn't have a pretty ending. It certainly wasn't a story worth passing. Oh no, cool, and we did an episode about that. Yeah, that was not a fun ending. Yeah.
Most mythical heroes don't have happy endings.
Everyone says it was a tale of valor, but I couldn't see it that way. That's when I began to think that I wanted to save him. It's not that it could actually do anything, but I wish that it could be so.
Generally, humans have an urge to save things, and most of them like that idea. Even I harbor similar feelings. No matter what form that desire takes, you can't blame her for at least feeling that way.
Anyway,
However,
fun fact, Bazette gets fused with, I can't remember if it's Dermot of Cuculans, but I think they're both kind of related to the same guy. Anyway, she gets fused with, like, their grandpappy or something, and a fake granddaughter, so, haha, funny. Am I really allowed to wish for that?
the answer might be clear to the rest of us, but it wasn't for that little girl. Bazette wished for something that anyone could do. She wanted to save a hero from a fairy tale, the only person she ever acknowledged. Huh. No. Whatever for me this time. Bastard. I'll kill you if I ever see you. Awfully selfless of you. So is that your wish? Seems like a pretty cheap thing to use the Holy Grail on. I snicker. It's pretty funny, actually. Like pitting two fairy tales against each other.
I believe that's called Shrek.
I told you that was just a while ago. That was just while I was a child. I was only saying that the heroic spirit I would choose to summon now. It would be my motive for summoning him if I had a catalyst that could call him forth.
But you got a punk like me instead. You've got rotten luck with Men Master.
Not untrue.
Not untrue at all. Stares into the void. That because we know. We know.
We know.
We know.
I cackle because I know. Seriously, she's one unlucky lady.
We won't spoil it, but we can tell you there was another character she had a crush on, and I won't tell you who it was. Avenger, my desire is to secure the Holy Grail and bring it back to the Mages Association. I have no wish to use the Grail itself.
I know. You aren't cunning enough for that. You can't wish for what doesn't exist anyway. 0 times anything is still 0.
Now it's your turn, Avenger. I answered your question. Tell me what your wish is.
Huh? Oh, damn, she turned the tables on me. The truth is, I don't have a wish for the Holy Grail, just like my master. I think it's a little tragic, but there's only one thing I'm obsessed with right now. My wish. If I had to say, I guess I want to finish a picture. Her face says she has no idea what I'm talking about. After this, we go back to the hideout and she finds the unfinished sliding puzzle I'm worked on. After this, when we go back to the hideout and she finds this unfinished sliding puzzle I'm working on, she'll get pissed off and tell me to answer the question. Uh-oh.
That was the same thing I saw yesterday. Well, you
I
all
definitely
told me
saw
I
it that
couldn't.
time.
Yeah. Wait. Do you feel that strong wave of magical energy?
Sorry, I can't detect magical energy, but I saw where it came from. Something just lit up on top of that building.
I'm here, guys. A troll. Good luck, troll.
Bazette reacts quickly. She shoulders the pack that was resting at her feet and tells me to keep up, and starts running for the center building. I follow her dutifully. Still.
Cherry, there was no red lights. Fuck you!
I'm a little curious. I want to know what that tube on her back is. It's gotta be some kind of weapon, but she tossed it on the ground and didn't use it during the fight earlier. You can't blame me for being curious after seeing her pick it back up. Hey, what is that? Bazette searches for a back entrance to the building. She looks very tense.
There's no red light. There is no war in Bossing. Say, stop!
There are 4 lights! No, there are 5.
Hey, hey! What's that you're carrying? I pester her just as tenaciously. Maybe it worked because she shows me the tube. I examine it for about 1 minute. After waiting for me to get a good look, she says,
So, do you know now?
"Yeah, got it. There's probably a tea set in there." Oh, she mad. Bazette's brow furrows and she reluctantly removes the lid from the cylinder. Balls roll out of it.
Ah, croquet.
They're about as big and heavy as shot put balls. The tube looks like it could fit up to 5, but maybe there's only 3 inside?
No, it's bocce.
I see. Now I understand everything. You like balls! Bazette Fraga McRemitz is someone to be feared if she's carrying these things around.
Do you think that there's like a meme of like the Holy Grail War, like how over the Holy Grail War would have been if Bazette had actually had to fight Shirou?
Maybe.
What are these? The mystery only deepens.
Ah, yes, very serious weapons, crazy stuff. Avenger, what the fuck is this?
Yeah, it reminds me of a scene from Aqua Teen Hunger Force. Yeah, this is by the book. Doesn't get more routine than that.
I won't explain it to you. I just wanted you to know this isn't a tea set.
She puts the balls back into the tube and shoulders it again.
The fuck are those? Okay, so it's a special weapon that happened so Bazette activates her magical energy, and what it is I believe those things collect the force that attacks her, and then she can blast the force back at the other people, I think. So like basically anything that hits her, she can then hit it back with the power that hits her. You're welcome. At least that's my understanding of how it works.
So it's a magic ball.
Probably doesn't want to put all her cards on the table with someone she can't trust. That's fine. You're pretty brawny. What, are your shoulder muscles strong because your boobs are so heavy? Man, it's such a waste you don't want to flaunt what you got.
Jesus
I state the
Christ,
flat, objective
Avenger.
facts with my well-owned eye for beauty.
You see, nowadays, this is called sexual harassment.
Bazette skids to a halt and slowly turns around like a rusty mechanical doll.
How delightful. Your rapier wit can be so bold that it makes me want to kill someone.
I like the edge in her voice.
It was sexual harassment then too. I guess I kind of appreciate that they have the balls to write this kind of character.
I mean, look, if you're gonna have a character who's a bad guy, it's okay to have him say bad things.
Yeah. I feel like a lot of like authors and stuff don't have the guts to like actually make their characters bad anymore, or like they're doing stuff that they know isn't appropriate. I think that's why I appreciate Jax from Digital Circus.
I was about to say, yeah.
I appreciate Jax from Digital Circus for being a guy, and that even in the end, he still did not apologize for what he did. He still didn't say that he was sorry at the end there. He said he hated her instead.
If he was sorry, he was sorry about himself.
Mm-hmm.
This is how a master and servant should be.
Mm-hmm.
All sexy-like. Her tension practically spells out how she's going to murder me if we survive the night.
And I'm turned on by that.
It's like the Spike Spiegel thing. It's like, I love a woman who will just fucking kill me. I want to be scared.
There's nobody on the rooftop. We take in the howling wind.
We're too late. There are clear signs that someone was here, but it won't be possible to locate them on foot.
Bizette walks to the edge and looks down over for clues.
Now I'm in jail.
You're in jail?
Yeah. Deco put me in jail and
Is that just like a... So when you're in jail, is that like the equivalent of like a puppy carrier?
Yeah. Pretty much.
You're not in the jail, you're in the crate.
Mm-hmm.
As for me, I rub out the bloodstains on the ground with my feet.
I'm sorry, who?
This is the highest vantage point in Shinto. The moon seems closer here, so much so that you feel like you could reach it with a ladder or a set of stairs.
Technically, you could if the ladder was big enough.
Mm-hmm.
The city is mostly empty by now, but it's still lit up. I gaze out at the dazzling indicator of prosperity. This won't be boring, no. It's nothing special, but I have nothing bad to say about this vista.
Avenger.
Her voice cuts through the night. Bizette walks up next to me. What? Find anything useful?
I just identified several more monsters. I think I can spot any familiars in Shinto with the naked eye from here.
She gives me a meaningful glance. Apparently, she was watching the monsters roaming the city, not taking in the sights. So what? Are you going to stake them out from up here and try to find their master?
Realistically, no. The familiars are expendable. They won't return to their owner, so we won't be able to find their home base from here.
Yeah, let's not waste time. I'm glad to have such a wise master, but if you're saying that...
Avenger, I want to purge the city of those monsters. I need your help to do that.
There it is. Good God, this is the problem with overachievers. Makes me want to tear her limb from limb. It's an easier order to follow than telling me not to involve bystanders. Are you sure, Master? I thought your goal was to win the war. I get that their master is an obstacle, but it doesn't make sense to get rid of them just because they're killing people. First you talk like you're some bad bitch, and now you're a goody two-shoes. Pretty self-serving. This time I don't bother hiding my bloodlust. making it clear this could turn into a bloodbath. I moved my hand behind me and summoned my favorite dagger. My prediction that we'd end up trying to kill each other at least once looks about to come true. Someone call me a prophet. I won't be the one to start it, but I'll answer if she comes at me. That's my style. Very regrettable, but it had to happen. Huh?
You're right. My goal isn't to save people.
She shows a moment's hesitation, then wisely swallows it.
But I want to right this wrong. I can't ignore this now that I've seen it.
Sounds like she's trying to convince herself. What for? You don't want to let them kill people? You don't want to be someone who lets that happen? Or care more about helping people than winning the Holy Grail War? All of the above, probably.
Well, actually, no, it's because I work for the Mages Association, and I normally try to keep a lot of magical stuff like under wraps. So, you know, this is just kind of like part of my job to make sure that this doesn't get out.
That's why Bazette's bound by all these contradictory desires. If she believed she was right, she wouldn't be struggling this much. She's desperately trying to repress the side of her that's a mage.
I think in like one of the chapters, so in like the recent crossover with Witch of the Holy Night, I believe Bazette, like, or Bazette, who was ever playing, or I don't know if like the characters that they used were actually supposed to be like all of them actually as their characters, right? But Bazette, who she was chasing after Toko in that. So she's trying to find Toko Awazaki supposedly as one of her bad things, although she's like, I don't know, she's like, I don't know, man, I don't know if I want to figure out where she is.
Lesbians.
No, it's because Toko's got a sailing designation. I have no reason to believe I am correct. But I think there has to be a reason. I feel like it's the right thing to do, so...
She probably wants to say that there isn't a contradiction between the benefit and her motives. Wow. Talk about self-righteous. That's crazy talk.
Yes, I'm well aware. What was that word?
You're well.
I'm well.
Mm-hmm. Chat, I hope you're all doing a well tonight.
Mm-hmm.
She's clapping back. That's probably the idea of righteousness she wants to believe in. On the other hand, as she is right now, Bazette Fraga McRemitz is a slave to the associated motives. I wonder how long she can keep playing both sides. Very noble and all, but do you really have to take the moral high ground here? It doesn't have a shape. No matter how much you woo it, it won't put out. Why don't you just throw in with a faction that'll treat you better?
LOL, clapping back, nice localization, Well, I'm not like...
I could understand, given what I know about this character, I could understand why they would use modern lingo.
Like, I could understand why they do it. Like, I am, like, still in the case of... I do sometimes get annoyed when they use, like... stuff that's a little bit too modern. But, you know, it is what it is. I'm happy to have an official translation more than anything. Even though they could still do better, at least with the punctuation. Of course, I'm still in the case of I don't like the localization parts where they put in references to people who don't exist in the original. like the Chef Ramsay's one.
I want to be compensated.
No, oh wait, no,
Okay.
that's you.
As I said, I belong to the Mages Association. I want to be compensated. But separately from that, I also want to make the right choices when I can.
Wonder why she feels that way. It implies that there are times when she thinks she's in the wrong.
Oh, I think I'm in the wrong, like, a lot of the time when I do stuff for the Mages Association, because a lot of the stuff is like, if they don't come willingly, I have to kill them, so...
Mm-hmm. She's trying to clean the dirty parts of herself by making better choices. Man. You sure sound like a straight shooter. Aiming to be a paragon of virtue. What an awkward, pathetic life she must live.
Yes, perhaps. But that's a wish that won't come true. All I do is destroy, and no one will thank me for it. Virtue is reserved for those who can befriend and be befriended by others. It's something I'll never have.
Virtue is about contributing to society and helping other people.
No, Virtue's a VTuber that we're friends with.
Yeah, she's nice.
She says that she can only destroy. She's convinced that someone who can't mend or create can never truly win the trust of others. I think you're wrong about that.
No, I can't relinquish my wealth to help the poor, nor can I create a new organization. I can't escape the fact that I'm just a puny single gear in a machine. There's no way someone like me could ever gain virtue.
No way.
I could never become an Oshi of that amazing barkeep VTuber.
Hell, I'm actually getting mad now. Ugh, I'm taking this way too seriously. That's a load of horse shit. Money can't buy virtue. Virtue is a quality of the soul. Something you acquire. You cultivate it while you suffer. That's true of every human. No matter how insignificant, powerless, or worthless one is. It's a function everyone possesses equally at birth. A radiance that grows according to one's will to move forward. It doesn't distinguish between good or evil.
That's true, but once you should give virtue money anyway!
It's like a greater understanding you can only give yourself on your own. Available to only those who aim for even greater heights as a creature.
Yeah. By donating that money so that you can start a hype train on Virtue Channel. Sorry, Virtue. VTubers. Never a dull moment. Are you saying that virtue is a personal value and not something others assign to you?
Huh? No, if we're talking value, then that all comes from the outside. It's why we try to cultivate our own virtue. Virtue is a parameter we try to raise as high as possible. To hang around people who act like they're better than they really are. Elevating your inner world influences your presence in the outer world. Lonely show-offs obsessed with being seen as good people. What a wretched, shameful way to live. How self-serving it must be to try and be a good person so that other people won't hate you. But what's wrong with that? The desire to be acknowledged is actually worth something. Someone who feels that way can recognize the value of someone else. I don't think it's wrong for your values to also benefit you. That's where the beauty of love is. It desire to enjoy life together. She hasn't reached that understanding yet. It's doubtful she ever will. She just doesn't have the knack for it. But she's dabbled in everything, making her a jack of all trades. She's reactionary and shameless, trying to better herself by taking the long way around. Single-mindedly.
I was confused there for a second.
She's got nothing herself. She's got herself an inkling that she that she's in the wrong, but curses herself as nothing special, stuck in a purgatory, and clawing her way to something brighter. So this is the kind of person I'm helping.
Can I interrupt your uncharacteristic sermon to mean that you don't have a problem with my direction?
Yeah, why not champion justice and all that? I bet it's satisfying, swooping in to save people, sense of death. That justice stuff is gross and sounds like something out of a comic book or whatever, but it can sound kinda neat, I guess.
I'm surprised. I thought that you would despise the concept more than anything.
I do. But I like where it leads.
Huh?
First off, it doesn't change what we have to do. We're gonna patrol the city at night. Kill the other masters and kill the monsters. The only difference is now they have the same priority. And I'm still more than capable of either.
Man, I am struggling to read tonight.
These eternal monologues are a marathon. Well, he's a good angsty boy with a lot of angsty thoughts.
Mm-hmm. We didn't have therapy back then, so, you know, he's kind of working out his, like, personal thoughts. He's trying to get out his manifesto that he thinks makes him look cool.
Yuki is still full of life. The cup won't run dry until my master is safe. While we'll never see victory, we also won't know death. We'll overcome failure. Yeah. Let's do this until you're satisfied, Master. Everything's a learning experience. Just enjoy this until you get bored of it.
It's like a Drake album with better music.
So a Kendrick album.
Angry Matthew. I guess being a hero is kind of cool in like a nerd lame kind of way. Maybe.
Exactly. You got him down.
You got it.
Of course, from up here, it's so close to the heavens. Well, city lights might as well be a pipe dream. The Holy Grail War will continue as long as it takes. My murderous pleasure will too. Most likely we'll lose to another master tomorrow and revive again. I'll stick with her a while longer until Bizette changes her mind. The sky here is distant, deep, and hollow. Ultimately, there are only illusions to be gained.
Woo.
Let's do this until you're satisfied, Master. Everything's a learning experience. Just enjoy this until you get bored of it.
My servant breaks eye contact with me. I wonder what changed his mind. With that last casual remark, he goes quiet and looks out to the night landscape. The Servant Avenger. I've heard that on occasion, classes other than the original 7 appeared during the Holy Grail War. Avenger must be one of them. Heroic spirit of vengeance. Sounds contradictory, but more than that, his name, Angre Manju, is an enigma. There are many cases of heroes later being assigned names that weren't born with. The childhood hero I described is one of them. But still, Angre Manju is just too sinister. One day I'll need to get him to tell me his birth name without this wicked title. Dark shadows roam here and there in the city below. Even with Kainas, the rune of Farsight, I can only see as far as the urban Shinto area's borders. The Mion River divides Fuyuki into two. I cannot find out what's happening across the bridge in Yama unless I go there myself. The black monsters must be lurking out there too. I wonder what magecraft that was used to create such familiars. I've never seen their type at the association. Cryptically, they do seem to be controlled. They lack an intellect, but the way they appear and reappear feels deliberate. Individually, their combat strength is relatively high. They resemble a hybrid of large canines and feral, oversized primates. A human without any combat experience would die instantly against one. Someone with at least a decade's training in martial arts or sports might be able to resist for a few seconds or even escape even favorable conditions. But they're also numerous, and their physical appearance evokes primal revulsion, with the wicked claws and hide as tough as tree bark. If multiple of them attacked a person, it would be impossible to survive without firearms. And yet, these howls are sickening. They're unbearable and grating, nothing like the roar of the majestic beasts. If insect pests had vocal cords, I bet they'd sound like that. He, Avenger, doesn't seem to like the sound. In our earlier battle, I saw him exchange blows with the monsters in a business-like manner. Of course, there isn't much to say about his skills. His claim to be the weakest servants is correct. It's correct, but should a heroic spirit really struggle against that level of fodder? I hope he isn't scamming me.
It's not a scam. I told you right off the bat that I'm the weakest.
Wait, you can read my mind?
No, I was just responding to that ugly look you gave me. It would be pretty funny if I could read minds, though. I bet you're a mess both inside and out.
My servant laughed shamelessly. He's so... He's so boorish and not suited to me at all. Plus he's weak, and all talk. I'll have to do the heavy lifting in our rematch with Saber. Still, it isn't all bad. The servant is singularly talented and not dying. He'll revive on death, so he can't be prematurely killed, but his mental fortitude makes him good in defensive battle. In the brawl earlier, for example, I was eliminating the enemies enveloping me at a rate of 1 per second. He, on the other hand, held out against the enemies around him until I could come over and back him up. His fighting style is about neither winning nor losing. Hate to admit it, but our tactics are exceedingly compatible. The wind picks up again. I see my hurt servant's hair wafting in the corner of my eye. Huh? The primitive shaman accepts the winds wafting up from the wasteland. I see a vision of him taking in nature for what it is, simply choosing to live and die with it. Avenger, just now...
Let's get going. You know where they're grouped up, right? You'll feel better once we find him and take him out.
I must have imagined it. Avenger was looking for a gathering of those monsters. Yeah, no point overthinking it. Oop, sorry, that's you.
Yeah, no point overthinking it. You're a sly one, Master. In the end, you're still asking me to kill all the enemies I see.
Twirling his wicked knives, Avenger's lip curl into a genuine smile of delight. He just needs to kill. It doesn't matter if they're humans or animals.
I need to kill!
They're all beasts in the end. I glare at my servant.
Sorry. I won't kill any people. Only go after the masters or monsters, so stop giving me that look. What a drag. My master is so small-minded. Like her chest. Just...
I really like her boobs.
Hey, lady! I like your boobs!
He disappears into the building, making his crew jokes all the while. He's awful. He's always like that, no matter what he says. I sigh and leave the rooftop. Above me, the moon is ominous. Below me, the city resembles the ocean abyss. I feel loathing and suspicion for the servant fighting with me. The variables keep piling up in this Holy Grail war. Regardless, that servant feels slightly friendlier than yesterday. He was gazing out at the city. When I saw his indifferent expression, I couldn't help but think that he was incomparably evil, and yet contradictory. I also felt like he loves the world and the people in it. Dialogue, Mobest link, whatever that means. Nighttime, Holy Grail War 2. We have acquired the nighttime Holy Grail War. Oh, look. Fujine's got a persimmon smorgasbord that we've seen already.
We already did that. I remember that.
Ilya's in the shed. Something's happening at the temple. Why is it so hard to press the other button? And there's something at the haunted mansion. Which has an exclamation point. So I'm going back and we're gonna go do something else. Let's go see what Ilya's doing in the shed.
In the yard of my house, there's a shed and a dojo. Man, this is like whiplash for me. I'm not sure if they were here before Kuritsugu moved in or if he built them after he acquired the property. No, they were there, we know. In any case, whoever built them had bold taste. Dojo aside, that shed feels like it was meant to be a brewery or a pawn shop.
Brewery? Pawn shop?
I turn to the sudden voice and see Ilya looking puzzled.
A pawn shop is a fadas, right? A fadas? I don't know how to pronounce this word.
Pafund house.
Papahandas.
Yeah, I've never been to one. I heard there's a well-known one in one of the back alleys of the shopping district, though.
I know it. The person at the fish store said that little Miss Tosaka loves going there.
What? Tosaka goes to a pawn shop? Probably to sell her shit so she can get money to eat. Yeah, there you go.
Yep, there you go.
Don't tell me she's been pinching pennies so hard that she's resorted to pawning off the family jewels.
No, not like that, Shirou. Rin is looking for unclaimed jewels. It goes against custom, but old jewels abandoned by their former owners are more effective in magecraft.
Like going to the shrine when the spiritual energy is strongest?
I'll leave it to your imagination, but imagine how strong the jewels of old Madam who died a violent death would be.
That does sound terrifying. But I see. I sometimes wonder where Tosaka gets all those precious gems from. She even uses pawn shops, huh? I might end up there sometime, too.
Hey, by the way, what's a brewery?
Oh, that's the thing you make sake in. A manufacturer of alcohol.
Oh, like a I cannot pronounce German names. German? Russian?
It's German.
German.
I do not know. I cannot pronounce this.
Just get jump to the second sentence.
Or Benere.
You can use the rice to make alcohol in this country, right?
Renere, maybe?
Renere.
Ilya must be talking about Nihonshu, or sake, as it's often called abroad.
I now know more Japanese than I know of any other languages, and I cannot pronounce these words for the German otaku of Natsu. The German otaku Natsu who likes putting German words in all his fucking shit.
Rice alcohol. It sounds like pickling rice and shochu, like when you make plum liquor. There's shochu too, not just refined rice wine.
Huh? So the shed was meant to be used that way?
Ilya sounds oddly impressed. Yeah, your father was an alcoholic. She does own a castle, maybe the Einsburn house. Hey, do you have a wine cellar or a brewery in your castle, Ilya?
Huh? Which castle are you talking about?
This is the problem with talking to mega-rich people.
Castle in Fuyuki is a vacation home. We do have an underground wing killer, but that's about it. But that isn't used at all.
What about the one in your country?
We don't have the climate for winemaking, but we do have a distillery.
Huh, you make whiskey or something?
Or something, that's the... I think it would be more accurate to call it an eau de vie. We supply a lot of magical regions, and we can never create enough alcohol to satisfy the demand.
Something's got to pay the bills. Huh, so it's a factory for experimental reagents. Researchers would need a lot of chemicals to preserve specimens, among other things.
Yeah, we sell our baby homunculuses to people.
Yeah, there was this one guy, like, he wanted a lot for some reason. You don't use your cellar to store any spirits.
Even if I made it, I don't really drink alcohol. It's just for storage now.
I think that was my line.
Maybe we reverse this. Well, it's your workshop, right, big brother?
I'm startled by the unexpected change in the way she addresses me. And with that smile, too, she convinced me to do anything with that.
Can I look at your shed?
Sure. It isn't anything interesting, though.
Don't worry about it. I just want to take a look at your workshop.
Then go ahead. It's a little dusty.
Yay! Thanks, Shirou!
Her joy's infectious. I'm glad to see someone else likes my workshop, no matter how shoddy it is.
Wow!
Ilya runs inside. She stares at the piles of junk.
Ilya and the Einsburgs, or however you spelled your name. Oh, it's spelled with an E. Would thrive during prohibition. They are the shine.
Well, here's the thing.
They run shining
Prohibition.
out of them. Yeah.
I'm pretty sure Prohibition didn't happen in Germany.
Yeah, nobody
during the
else had
30s.
that problem. Just America.
Oversimplified did a great video on the subject if you want to know the history of it.
Did you collect all this stuff?
Thank you for saying collecting. Rin just accuses me of hoarding. Half of it's mine and half of it's Fujine's. The random stuff is all hers. Keeps growing every time I see it. I think it's alive. You might want to just stay a little back from it.
I can totally imagine Taiga having a habit like that, yeah.
Ilya starts rifling through the junk. There's a lot of dust, so I'm worried she'll get her clothes dirty. Ilya, I have gloves if you want to look through them.
It's okay. Oh, what's this? With a
heave-ho. Ilya
Heave-ho.
pulls out something.
Something round. I got a round thing.
It's a shichirin. Why would Fujine put this here?
A shichirin? Is that like a stove?
Yeah, you burn charcoal inside and then cover it with a grill and cook on that. I don't own any charcoal, though. She was probably thinking we could grill some squid on it. Well, it isn't broken, so we could use it any time. And it's fall right now. Pacific Sari might be a better idea than squid.
Wow! There's so much stuff here!
Ilya puts down the sheet you're in and resumes exploring the shed. The hot water bottle, the heater portion of a kotatsu, a vacuum cleaner nozzle. Even I'm impressed with the sheer variety of random junk.
Do you fix and use everything here?
Not necessarily, but I want to try to repurpose as much as possible.
Oh, still though. So this is your workshop.
Ilya walks around examining everything. Complicated emotions flash across her face. At times she seems dissatisfied. Other times she looks as if she wants to complain, but then becomes emotional. I think that's you.
What's this feeling? It isn't like her at all, but at the same time it's really similar. Could it be...
Ilya, did you find something odd?
I don't know. Hey Shirou, what happened here? Did some big magecraft take place here?
I practice strengthening here, but I've never done anything big. I did summon Saber here. Okay, if I had to say... Oh, right. I think this is where Saber first showed up.
Oh, you summoned Saber here. That makes sense. You would be able to summon her here. Either the shed was built on top of a summoning circle, or was placed away from prying eye. Only the previous summoner would know for sure, though.
Ilya sighs and mumbles in a quiet voice.
Well, it happened a long time ago. It doesn't matter now. As for your grade, I'll give you a 10 out of 100. It's an interesting place, but you need to build up your workshop properly. Right now, it's just a storage room.
Ugh, I know. It's just an old habit, but I think I've always thought training room and storage just go together.
That sounds like you, Shirou. Maybe I'll give you a hand.
Wait, you mean to renovate it?
Yeah, we'll have to move a lot of stuff around, but I can at least make it like my bedroom.
Ilya sounds confident. But her bedroom would mean... that bedroom?
Uncle Stella and Lay's here to clean the place up, refurnish it. Yeah, that should take about 3 days.
Hold on. If we make this place look like your castle, I won't be able to relax. It would be surreal to have the inside of the shed become all European, in the middle of a traditional Japanese mansion. Imagine opening the shed door and being greeted with carpeting. The horror.
I'll take that into account, of course, but first...
Yes, ma'am? I reflexively bob my head at her lecturing tone.
If you want to be a full-fledged mage, then you need to organize your own environment. Building a workshop is a fundamental step to being a mage.
I'm very sorry. I'll take that to heart.
What has Rin been teaching you? Honestly, I'm not sure if that Tosaka respects your I'm not sure if Tosaka respects your autonomy too much, or if she's just going hands-off.
Ilya's unhappy with what she sees as Tosaka's negligence. It is true that she's my current mentor, but... No, I don't think that has anything to do with...
Of course it does! If the master doesn't monitor the way her apprentice builds his workshop, how is she going to know if he goes down the wrong path? Huh?
I have a strange hunch about all of this.
Yeah,
Don't
I'll
look at
have
me
to
like
keep
that.
an eye on you. I can't
Stop
leave my
that.
big brother to the likes of Rin.
Okay, one yandere is enough. Stop that! She's wearing a broad, smug, impish grin. Her red eyes start creeping toward me. A strong, musky scent fills the dark shed. Steadily, a mirage begins to infiltrate my brain. Oh, we're getting a bad end. I'm like a moth drawn to a flame. I could move whatever part of my body I want, but I feel tense, like lifting even a finger will cause something big to fall apart.
Hey, Shirou. I'll make sure to raise you so you grow up right.
Wait, Ilya, calm down, You're
the one who needs to calm down and think, big brother. Look.
Ilya's eyes and lips drift closer. She's sitting on my lap, feeling as light as a feather. I don't like this.
Shirou, big brother, do you dislike me?
We need to talk about personal space. No, I just...
If you like me, then I'll make you into one of my precious things. I'll turn you into the ultimate dessert, and you won't have to think about Saber or anyone else anymore.
Ah! Suddenly the fog lifts from my mind. Maybe I'm stronger the second time, but the experience of my first failure turns the tables. You're soft, Ilya. The same trick won't work on me again.
Hey, Shirou. Wait, what?
I regained the freedom bound by those crimson eyes. Now it's my turn to ask you. If you like me, will you become mine? Got you. You're wide open! I pick up Ilya in my arms.
They're not blood related. They're adoptive. It's still weird, but there are other elements to being that is weird. Like how Ilya is an adult and Shirou's a child.
Fair enough.
What are you doing, Shirou, you dummy?
Stop making excuses for it, Cherri. I'm not making excuses for it. I'm saying it's weird because Ilya is an adult and Shirou's a child. That it should not work. In fact, the amount of adult women hitting on Shirou is weird.
I'm teaching a naughty girl lesson for playing with other people like a cat does.
I'm not naughty, and I'm not a cat. Get your hands off of me. I'm a lady.
She pounds her little fists into my back, but I don't care. Okay, so over the shoulder, most likely.
Potato bag, Carrie.
I almost fell for that, but this reminds me that Ilya really is just a child. Yeah, try again in 10 years.
I don't have 10 years, you asshole. That's too long. In fact, after 10 years, you'll want to become mine so badly you can't stand it.
Yeah, I might be in trouble if you say this again in 10 years from now.
Just you watch, Shirou. I'll be all plump and bouncy so Sakura can't even hold a candle to me. Never mind Rin.
That would make me a little sad. I want Ilya to remain a pure, innocent prince. Wait, what the heck am I mumbling?
Let me go! Put me down, Shirou, you dummy!
I appreciate the compliment. Okay, let's have tea. We have some dorayaki from Edomaya, too.
Huh? Really? As if that would win me over, Shirou, you big dummy! You dumb dummy! I hate you!
Wop, 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 wop. What's happening in town? Something big is happening over there. Anything up in the bridge? Lancer's still at the harbor. Meeny, meeny, miny, moe. Saber, what's going on?
Saber, are you in there?
I love how crazy Fate is.
I lightly knock, but there's no answer from the room. Saber's really sensitive about this sort of thing, so she must not be inside. I just saw her in the living room earlier, and I have some free time, so I thought we could train in the dojo.
You're looking for Saber.
I wasn't looking when you made your selection. Did you click on Ryder or did you click on Saber?
I clicked on Saber.
Okay, I was just wondering if... Okay, never mind. Ryder suddenly shows up next to me. You thought it was Saber, but it was actually Ryder.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, have you seen her?
No, not so far.
Oh, well, that's okay. Now, where could she be? As I turn to head back to the main building, I feel a tug on my arm.
By the way, Shirou, do you have a moment?
What's up?
Well, lately my bicycle hasn't been working well. The handlebars have been veering to the sides. It's quite a bother, so I was hoping you could take a look at it if you have some time.
Ah, I see. Actually, I've been slacking on the maintenance lately. Normal bicycle is too delicate for Ryder to use. Namely, Ryder's personal city cycle, a granny bike in other words, wasn't built to withstand Ryder's stunt driving and drifting. Okay, I'll take a look. I managed to avoid adding before it becomes unusable scrap metal.
Thank you.
I bow slightly to be polite and then enter the room next to Saber's. Now let's give the bike a quick once-over. Whoa! It's all over by the time I regain my senses. I'm greeted by the polished, shiny bicycle number 2. I was just expecting to flatten out the steering column and do some maintenance on the brakes and cables. But instead, I got carried away checking out various parts, thought to myself it would be faster to fix them properly instead of using shortcuts, and set myself to disassembling the bike down to every nut and bolt. Well, Ryder should be happy that I went this far. I changed out the wear-prone parts for more durable ones and was satisfied that this bike wouldn't need to be fixed again for a while. Well, a week at least. Just as I head back to shower off the sweat and grease, Fujine comes running out of the living room. Fujine, school isn't the only place you aren't supposed to run in the hallway.
Oh, sorry, Shirou. We'll talk later.
She runs off.
Like a ninja.
Senpai!
Sakura rides fancy for air. Unlike Fujine, I rarely see her rush. Not sure how to react. What's going on?
I was about to make some tea since Ilya is visiting, but Miss Fujimura started snacking on the tea snacks. She cleaned out the first cupboard and then the second cupboard and even the biscuits in our emergency kit.
No wonder they chased her out.
Oh, we're not chasing her out. We're running from the commotion that's gonna happen.
But there normally isn't this much of a commotion even when a hungry tiger descends on a human settlement. Normally we just lecture a Fujine and demand reparations from her wallet before she can escape.
About that, she ate Saber's share too, and when Ilya pointed that out, she started sweating and ran off to hide until things calmed down.
Catch her as fast as you can. I'll go apologize to Ilya.
And then when I started telling Ilya about the virtues of Kapaito and the dried biscuits, she got a lot more upset than I expected.
Well, those are emergency rations.
Sakura, I found Taiga! She's climbing the roof!
I hear Ilya's voice from the yard. The roof?
I'm coming. I'll see you later, Senpai. Wait, Ryder, what are you doing with that rope?
Sakura throws on some sandals and goes into the backyard. Anyway, I'm afraid about what she's about to do, so I try to avoid looking at Ryder. Still, though, it looks like they're hunting a wild animal. Maybe I'd better help before this gets out of hand. Finally, Fujine is taken into custody. Ilya and Sakura are scolding her in the living room. For my part, I'm fixing the damage she caused to the roof. They say we're still due for a typhoon this year. Still, though, I feel a pang of sympathy for Archer. Maybe the reason he got so twisted is from being left up here all by himself. Damn. Just kidding, as if.
Yeah. Nobody would just leave me out on the roof all alone and not let me back in the house or anything. Damn it, Rin.
I shouldn't stay here. What's the thing they say about smoke and fools? Anyway, there's still time before dinner, so I'll find a quiet place and take a...
Ooh.
I find a wooden-floored space without any clutter around. No one ended up using this place, and after the number of residents in this house increased. I had forgotten about it all along. Stop horror farming. I calm my jumbled thoughts. This place feels nostalgic, where it's like it's where everything began. I wish I could stay here longer. I stand at the entrance silently.
You're here, Shirou.
How long have I been here? Saber's voice frees me from my disassociation. Yeah, how long have you been here?
I have been here ever since Taiga ate my food, Shirou. I'm trying to calm myself so I don't commit murder. Since that's illegal in this country. Since lunch ended.
Which would mean she's been here for about half a day.
What's the matter, Shirou? Do you have something you wanted to ask me?
Oh, nah. Considered asking Saber to train with me, but the sun is already beginning to set. What can we do now? I thought I'd take a break here.
I see. This is a place where you can relax. I will take my leave then.
No, you don't have to. Since we're here, I'd like to spend some time alone with Saber, but I'm too embarrassed to say it.
Is something wrong?
It's nothing. We sit down in a comfortable position. Probably forgot whatever silly things we were talking about today. But the flickering sunlight on the dojo walls and Saber's smile will stay with me forever.
I just really like being in Saber's presence, says Shirou.
We get it, she's waifu.
Yeah, it's almost like I haven't seen her in a really long time. So weird feeling. How will we spend our time? Oh, look, spend time with the enemy household or go to investigate the town at night.
I feel like if we go out to investigate the town, we'll just get shot by Archer again, so...
So let's see what's going on at the area. Ooh. We did that one. Something. Saber's doing something, Ryder's doing something, and Taiga's doing something. Who do we want to...
Ryder's got the exclamation point over her head, though.
Yeah. I'm assuming this will give us more information for what's happening, and these two are probably extra stuff. So I guess we do the exclamation point to keep the story going, question mark?
Maybe.
Maybe. Alright. Well, we haven't asked Ryder what her plans are for the Holy Grail Wars, so...
As for my business with Ryder, we do need to get that done.
Mm-hmm.
I arrive at Ryder's bedroom. I'm reluctant to be here, but I need to hear Ryder's thoughts. I don't feel quite comfortable asking her during the day, but it's easier to bring this up a little later at night. Hey, Ryder, I'd like to talk. I call her name and open the sliding door. I'll lead with small talk and see how she reacts before getting down to business.
I see. To be honest, I think it's fine as long as Sakura isn't in any danger. Even if the Holy Grail War intensifies, the town is on the verge of total ruin. It's no concern to mine.
So, Ryder coolly tells me how she really feels. Maybe Sakura's absence is working to my benefit. I take it back. If anything, it's anything but a benefit. She says it with such intensity that it makes me feel a chill up my spine. I see. I know it's extremely unlikely, but if Sakura does end up wanting to fight, would you join the war?
If Sakura desires victory, then yes. I would do everything in my power to help her win the Holy Grail War this time. I'm prepared to deploy a blood force the scale beyond anything Caster has crafted, just as I did over the school. If you intend to stop me, Shirou, I won't hold back, not even against you.
That's tough. It pains me to say that if some tragedy hypothetically, just hypothetically really, drove Sakura to such lengths, I'm not sure I wouldn't stop her. If she steps off the path, then I need to correct her. Ryder knows that, so she isn't asking me to take Sakura's side. Okay, let's set aside the what-ifs. I'm surprised, Ryder. I thought you were a more passive person.
Who do you think I am?
Do you want me to beat the shit out of you? I didn't expect her to say she'd be willing to sacrifice every person in Fuyuki. My impression of Ryder for the last 6 months has been that of a woman with many interests, yet generally inactive.
I believe your direct action is correct, Shirou. I'm not used to acting on my own volition. But that is irrelevant if conflict is thrust upon me. I will do everything I can to win a battle. I'll kill when it's time to kill, cruelly and mercilessly. I will make sure our enemy can never give up against or attempt to challenge us.
Ryder. I feel a chill coming on. I don't mean that figuratively. The mystic eyes behind her glasses have paralyzed my limbs, even though they're being held back.
But that's only if someone picks a fight. Now, even if Sakura wants to fight, she won't let you use a method. Oh, no, that's you. Sorry.
But that's only if someone picks a fight. No, even if Sakura wants to fight, she won't let you use it's like that. Am I wrong?
Most likely, but my approach fundamentally differs from her. I believe Saber also mentioned how ruthless I can be. I won't deny it. I don't possess a pure, noble soul like she does. My personality morphs in battle. I would probably kill anyone as I please.
I'm getting a bad sense of deja vu. Ryder's self-deprecating words conjure sinister images in my mind. You're wrong. That won't happen, Ryder. We've lived under the same roof for half a year, and I can tell what kind of person you are, whether I want to or not. You aren't a... I won't let you say that you haven't changed. Dizziness must be affecting me. I feel like a fool. I'm getting way too emotional.
Shirou, this is a good time to give you a warning. I am a monster, a being of terror, just as your legends describe. My hands are stained with blood. In the past, many heroes challenged my temple, and I devoured them all without exception. Just because I have taken on a human form doesn't mean my past can be denied.
I know the legend of Medusa, but they forced that on you. You were always getting attacked. It wasn't Ryder's fault that they vilified her as a monster, nor that humans kept coming after her. The monster known as Medusa was a victim from start to finish. The fact that you aren't attacking people right now proves you cherish Sakura and you're considerate to the rest of them. You're a proper human.
Athena and Poseidon really messed her up. That's only because I'm here as Medusa, the heroic spirit. Servants, no, heroic spirits are summoned as the heroes in the prime of their lives. The version of me that is here is called Medusa, but is only a representation of me when I still look like a human. However, that is the fact that I am Medusa means that there's an aspect of me that will change into a monster. I'm not the person you imagine me to be. Medusa is a literal monster, a hideous creature who grew endlessly and became known to humanity as an absolute evil. If you would all like to summon me, you can in Fate Grand Order, where I'm a snake person, and apparently people really like that sexy version of me, so you can do that there. Shameless plug over. Say, Medusa, what's Fate Grand Order? Nothing, Shirou.
I thought about this before. Differences between the monster from Greek mythology and the rider that I know. I had a vague notion that the legends were wrong. But wishful thinking is no comfort before this very real curse.
I killed, and I changed each time I took a life. The greater my reputation became, the more humans came to challenge me. Humans, monsters, and heroes will always be at odds with each other. Humans cannot defeat monsters. No matter how many thousands of soldiers they send, they will never overcome a monster as long as they remain human. That law protected me and allowed my monstrous tendencies to grow.
Humans, demons, and heroes are deadlocked. Humans can't beat monsters. Monsters are defeated by heroes, and heroes are regulated by humans. Protected by that law, Medusa became a monster who matured as she slaughtered human after human until she was eventually offered up as a sacrifice to a hero.
That is my true identity, Shirou. You have no idea what my original body was like. You don't know how long I was trapped in that temple. You have no inkling of what I grew and morphed into after eating countless heroes. Even I can't imagine what sort of monster I'll become eventually.
Ryder confesses that she'll always be an incarnation of a monster no matter what she does to make up for her past deeds. I don't have the right or the power to deny that. Why are you saying all of this now? I've never seen you that way, and that won't change. Just like Saber. I don't want them to get dragged into another war. I regret that her answer to that is this confession. I'm being pathetic. All I can do... I'm being pathetic. Is this my line?
I think it's Shirou.
I'm being pathetic. All I can do is tell you not to do that.
No, it was mean-spirited of me too. I felt the urge to mess with you for some reason. But I'm glad we talked. Your perspective on me is nice, even if it's also pointed. That's why I wanted you to know this, should the time ever come.
I don't feel the dark presence from her anymore. Ryder's back to her usual self. Gives me a bow.
I'm sorry for troubling you, but please don't forget, Shirou. I will become a man-eating monster when the time comes.
I hear a faint pleading in her voice. All right, I'll be ready. But that is just a what-if. As long as Sakura's your master, it won't ever come to that. I wonder how much of Ryder's feelings I managed to... But for now, I just return her resolute gaze and leave her.
Ryder's answer. We got that flag. Question, go out to town. Ooh.
I want to see who's at the Tosaka residence.
What's happening at the Tosaka residence?
I feel like we haven't seen Rin at all. Tosaka's mansion is at the very top of the residential. The owner is away, and Fuyuki's haunted mansion is just that in both name and reality. I didn't think I'd have to clean up here. I mutter as I look up in front of the door by myself. It can't be helped since Tosaka, who's traveling to England right now, asked me to clean up sometimes. I think she should at least keep the shutter and door closed during that time, but I should do as I was told. Let's get this over with. I get the house key out and recall the incantation to lift the seal. The lock is doubled when she's not home, so it's a struggle when someone other than Tosaka tries to go in. Abzug Bedin Nung Mittelstand. Did it get lifted? I unlock the door and take out the mountain of newspapers and letters from the mailbox. Well, there are so many attempted delivery notices. She just forward them to my place. If I can't get in with this would become a big joke. Nah, I bet I'd get scolded by Tosaka if I told her I couldn't clean because I couldn't unlock the door.
Welcome to the stream. Welcome.
Oh, it opened. Excuse me. I'm stunned for a while. A room surrounded with expensive-looking antique household furnishing on top of a fluffy carpet. Where should I start cleaning? I'm at a loss what to do. As someone who is so used to a traditional Japanese-style environment. I feel like I'm going to break that totally expensive-looking Art Nouveau light stand if I mess up how to handle it.
Art Nouveau.
My brain was processing like 1 second at a time what I was saying.
It's Art Nouveau.
There's a bunch of those kinds of things all around. I think I should have brought Sakura, who had gotten used to cleaning the mansion. I could have cleaned more efficiently if Ryder was here. I'm short-handed. I should at least be able to ventilate and brush away the dust. I go around the room and open the shutters and windows. It's dusty after all.
Gotta clean up.
So we're both just waiting for the asshole to show up, right?
Pretty much.
All right, the cleaning tools are downstairs. There should be a cupboard under the stairs. Come to think of it, Tosaka was saying something horrible like, I could live in the cupboard under the stairs because I live an apprentice. That's like how you would treat a maid or a genius boy mage or something. Get it?
Get the reference, guys? Because we're funny, haha. We put in a reference that probably most likely wasn't in the original game. Let's go.
All right. I should try. You know, it wouldn't surprise me if it was in there, though. I brush away the dust. Rather than cleaning, it's like I'm sightseeing while holding a duster. Oh yeah, there's a basement. I look through the bundle of keys and find the basement key. Western-style mansions are so luxurious having a basement. There would be a wine cellar or something in the basement in the mansions that appear in movies or books. So I wonder what will happen if there's a dungeon.
I mean, it's kind of like a dungeon.
Here it is. Even if I pretend it's something like the shed at my house, I nervously hold my breath from the mysterious and secretive atmosphere. I'm also deeply moved when I think that Tosaka also... What catches my eye more than that? There are dumbbells here. It's weirdly... I wonder why this sort of stuff would be down here. It's hard to say whether there's training equipment or not. Those are hula hoops. Come to think of it, Tosaka said she was doing push-ups or sit-ups every night. Maybe eventually various devices got brought in like a gym. I guess she wouldn't do that much. Dumbbells don't match Tosaka's room, so she must have brought them here.
Well, I mean, there's a certain magecraft thing that she's I think she's been practicing because there's a certain rival that she does wrestling matches with. So
but I feel like I saw something that I shouldn't be seeing more than the inside of her dresser. Well, I guess I'll leave this how it is. I decide not to look around. I'll close up after ventilating and retreat early. Anfang Mittelstand. I got worried again whether or not I closed it properly. I need to get better at Magecraft or else it'll make me worried about the future.
and we now know that Rin is working out. And she works out hard. We did the visitor. Lancer's got stuff going on, and then there's something at the house. Question mark, writer. Anything at the school? No. Let's see who question mark person is.
I see fallen leaves scattered around the yard. Sure sign that we are firmly into autumn.
Tosaka with the steel chair. It's funny because it might not be untrue.
A joke.
Yeah.
Well, I do think it's an elegant sight. It means I have to keep the yard tidy. The best time to do something is right when you think of it, so I'll take care of it while I'm still in the mood. That should do it. I thought it would be hard to clean the entire yard on my own, but it wasn't that much work once I set my mind to it. Training with Saber is much more tiring by comparison. Still, I piled up the leaves, but what should I do with them now? All the fallen leaves are piled into one corner. The burnable trash isn't going to be collected until tomorrow, so I don't know where to put them. Besides, it feels like a bit of a waste to throw all the collected leaves and dead branches into the trash. Well, it is finally autumn. Luckily, I have everything I need. I did this several times when Karitsugu was still here, so I'll try it again.
Potato?
Okay, I think I still remember how. We collected the fallen leaves to make a bonfire and roasted the sweet potatoes from the kitchen.
Hot potato.
All that's left to do is relax while keeping a careful eye on the fire. Once it's about time, I remove the aluminum foil wrapped potatoes.
Guys, this is actually very delicious if you've ever made a sweet potato at home. Put them in your oven after you've aluminum foiled them. And just kind of let them cook a little bit, and then you can put things in it like butter or cheese or other stuff. It's good.
I love a good baked potato.
Oh, also for like a sweet potato, if you just want something simple, you can just put some brown sugar on it, and it's also good.
I mean, it's basically already candy. They're plenty hot even through my mittens. Now these are some properly roasted potatoes.
Potato.
I stuffed my cheeks with roasted sweet potato. They're so delicious my cheeks could fall off, but somehow it feels lonely roasting potatoes over a bonfire all by myself. The house just had to be empty at a time like this. The smoke from the bonfire slowly rises in the air. I hope someone else is here to deal with this with me next time.
You at the Emiya household. Well, we haven't seen what Taiga's been up to.
I'm sure it's going to involve a lot of yelling. What can I do in the living room?
He's so fucking lonely, LOL.
He has so many women, and he's so lonely. I'll rest. Today was tiring. It wasn't so different from the other days, but today really took a lot out of me. Yeah, contemplating my own loneliness, that really took it out of me. I took a bath and brushed my teeth. I turned off the gas heater, plus I locked all the doors and windows. Okay, good. Huh? Is Fujine back yet? I wouldn't want to lock her outside. Alright, she has a house key, and she wouldn't be reckless enough to leave a door open if she already came home. I could walk her home. Nah, she's been riding a moped lately, so I can't do that. Besides, the guys from the group might come pick her up. They're more than capable enough. Okay, time for bed. Good night. I hope tomorrow's another good day. What was that? A poltergeist? Does something that quirky live in this house?
Doria!
Who's there? They jumped me!
What are you sleeping there for, Shirou?
Was that you, Fujine?
Aha! Did you think that Saber would do this? Stop sniveling, Shirou. You look like a pizza that's been left out for 3 hours.
Give me a break! Even Tosaka wouldn't pull a knee drop on me while I'm still asleep. Wait, did you just get back?
Yeah, the night's still young, you know.
The clock reads just before 10 p.m. Sure, you fucking lightweight. It's too wholesome to expect everyone to be in bed by now. At least one person will still be up until midnight.
Everyone's fast asleep. I'm bored.
Sakura's been busy with club, while Ryder and Saber both need rest. We're all tired. Me too.
Boring. She knee dropped him? What the fuck, Tiger? This is how Tiger is.
She doesn't know how to interact with people in a normal fashion. We have a difficult child here. That pretty much sums her up. I wish she would vent some of this chaotic spunk at school or at the Kyoto Club instead. Wait, I guess you are a Fujine, because if we're all here, it still wouldn't be enough for you to vent at all. Fine. Anyway, just go home and go to sleep, Fujine.
If you play with me...
Play what? Cards? I'm sleepy, but not on the verge of passing out. Private late-night card games could be nostalgic as well as somewhat lonely.
Are you taunting me?
Not for anything, but if it's just the two of us, maybe poker or speed.
I think I have a chance at speed.
Yeah, you're not good at games like Doubt. You can tell she's lying as soon as she plays a card. Tosaka and Sakura are stronger than you'd expect at games like that. If I had to play one-on-one with either of them, I'd want to run too. But anyway.
And then there's me, Saber, who's the best at card games of them all. Mostly because I now have a big boobied summer alt that revolves around playing cards. Because she owns a casino.
Also, when I lose, I just flip the table.
I can't really get into this.
Yeah, it would be more exciting with Saber or Sakura around, but they're already asleep. It wouldn't be right to go and wake them now. I don't want to say that to Fujine's face when she's feeling lonely right now.
You know, it's been a long time since it was just the two of us. Why don't we have a chat?
Okay, sorry about that. It took that long for it to load in.
Yeah.
Was there something you wanted to tell me?
A lot, actually, about your future and stuff, even though you keep avoiding it.
how much clearer can Hero of Justice be? That got me where it hurts. She's right. Fujine worries about me in both public and private. I shouldn't shrug her off.
For the last time, Shirou, Hero of Justice does not pay the bills.
There's not a category for it in the tax returns. Alright. I figured we needed to have a proper talk about it, so we may as well now.
It would be hard to do in front of Sakura and Saber, and you wouldn't come if I called you to the guidance counseling office.
Why do you sound like Saber right now?
I don't know, I was thinking about Saber, and then I went British.
You've never even called me there. Fine. I get out of my futon and stand up. She looks up at me, puzzled.
What is it, Shirou?
I'm gonna go make tea. Is Genmaki fine with you? Maicha?
Okay, make sure you get my teacup.
This could take a while, so it would be nice to have some tea on hand. Don't you just hate it when you have to make life-changing decisions in the middle of the night? Ah, right. I already drained out the water in the teapot. I need to boil a new pot if I want to make tea. I'll speed it up with the kettle. I wanted to make the tea right away, but it's going to take longer than I thought. I feel bad making Fujine wait. She was the one who suggested this. She won't blame me. Wait a little. She also made her entrance tonight with a knee drop. I wish she'd come up with a better way to wake someone up. Maybe that's asking too much. Fujine has always been this way, and she always will be. Back then, I would have fought back. Then it would have turned into a play fight, and I wouldn't have given her until I got her into a submission hold and she tapped out. Back then, she was bigger than me, but now I don't think it would be right to retaliate with full strength. For some reason, I actually don't feel like I'd win, even though I'm taller. The water boils while I'm thinking about Fujine. I quickly prepare the genmaicha, and then I pour it into Fujine's cup, which has tigers on it, and mine.
I'm beginning to think that that's spelled incorrectly. Because I've only seen, because I'm pretty sure it's matcha, which the way we spell it is just M-A-C-H-A. So I'm wondering if this is an error.
It's coming up as like a thing in there's a Wikipedia article for it spelled that way, so.
Maybe. Be right back, my smoke alarm's
Brown
going off.
rice tea.
Oh.
Now to see if she actually waited for me or not.
My
She might have snuck into Saber's room, which would save me some trouble before causing a different scene. Hey Fujine, I got the tea. I stopped talking halfway. She's asleep. She's in my bed, isn't she? Fujine fell asleep while I was brewing the tea. She's making a face I would definitely expect her in this type of situation, while she lies on top of my futon. What a waste of tea. She crashed someone's room, said she wanted to talk, then fell asleep as soon as I took my eyes off her. Good grief. My big sister sure is hopeless. I put the covers on her so she doesn't catch a chill. As for the teacups, I'll take them back and have some of this tea too. Since my bedroom has been annexed, I'll just have to set up another futon somewhere in the living room and sit there.
Shirou.
She leisurely talks in her sleep. See ya. Good night, Fujine. See you tomorrow. I hope you have some nostalgic dreams tonight.
And we are just about at 9 o'clock, so I figure that this is...
And I am just about at my limit for talking.
Yeah. We are at a good place to stop, and it looks like other stuff is starting to happen all around the map, so...
I feel like that makes sense since we unlocked another night.
Alright, thank you guys for joining us tonight. I hope you enjoy enjoyed what we've done so far. Maybe we can see if we have any money back.
Yeah, I wouldn't mind doing some voice sirens as Archer to end the night.
Alright, let's see if we can buy an Emma charm. We got 500 yen back after losing all of our yen previously. So let's get a 200 yen Enma. Who are these mysterious characters?
That's not how legs bend.
Promo art number 3. Karen looks even weirder from the side.
Don't tell me you see her as competition.
No way! Deliberately not covering up isn't the same as failing to cover up. Did I just say something deep? Was that insightful?
Somewhere, Nero crosses her arms and just nods her head in approval.
You remind me that youth can sometimes bring even greater harm than negligence.
You would know something about that, wouldn't you, Archer?
Boop, boop, boop.
Get one more.
Hey!
Oh, action scene.
Promo art number 4. Saber's the last one.
Rin, a word of advice, if I may.
You don't like it?
No, just... Without my sword and armor, how will people know it's me right away? Won't it be counterproductive to advertising this title?
There's plenty of other material that's serious enough. Besides, there's plenty of stuff here to prove who you are, Saber.
People will think that I'm just a goofball. Yet you are a goofball.
I'm beginning to think that all of the luck ones are not lucky.
I mean, at least this one's just not lucky.
Yeah.
Don't get into any lawsuits, though.
Anyway, Bubba da Bub, thank you guys for joining us tonight. Have a good night. We'll see you next time. Bye-bye.
Hopefully next week. Bye-bye.
Yeah, bye-bye. Woo!
What a way to go.